from Taiwan is enjoyed all over the world. Once known primarily as an agrarian economy, over the last 2 decades, it has emerged as a global leader in the tech industry. TCI, a leading Taiwanese biotech firm, has integrated these 2 sectors, utilizing innovative techniques to create health supplements rooted in nature.
我们生物整合设计的方法呢，事实上是用全球的所有天然资源，从里面找到对人类的健康、美丽有帮助的素材，加以精粹，然后打造成高效能的产品。
Collaborating with National Zhongxing University's Department of Life Sciences, TCI is partnering up with a professor who keeps a trove of some of the most hard-to-find plants on the island.
现在所在的这个位置就是植物组织培养的实验室，最主要目的呢，就在把台湾比较稀有而且具有经济价值的原生植物呢，做一个永久性的保存。目前我们这个实验室呢，收集的台湾稀有的植物呢，大概40-50种以上。
It all begins with plant preservation. Plants are cultivated in a controlled environment and grown on a nutrient-rich tissue culture with strictly regulated temperature and humidity. The active ingredient in the tissue culture, bud tips, have high rates of cell division and produce growth-regulating substances. After identifying which plants have health benefits, TCI begins large-scale cultivation and processing.
一般呢，就很多一些珍稀植物，它其实都具有一些很高的一些应用价值。那但是这些植物它本身并不是那么容易的做人工栽培。那在我目前身后这位同事呢，他目前正在从事的就是将这些植物的细胞先做一个小量的无菌培养。那在增加到一定的数量之后呢，我们就再放到生物反应器里面去做大量的悬浮细胞培养。
Each one of these cultures is carefully sealed, labeled, and stored. For these scientists, these rare plants are worth their weight in gold. After they've grown to a certain size, they're put into a stirred tank bioreactor to activate plant tissue and stimulate growth. Here, they're not only putting rare plants to good use, they're also finding new uses for parts of plants that are typically thrown away.
我们的关键点是萃取，但是不要忘记了，你要问问前面的那些功夫。
Extraction uses technologies like ultrasound to break down the plant tissues and draw out the active ingredients needed for their product.
萃取的过程里面有没有对这些有效成分造成破坏，这个是最重要的。那当然，现在的这些科技呢，就是可以，比如说把它植物的细胞把它磨碎掉，让它的有效成分能够更容易就把它释放出来。
They use a centrifuge to spin the pulp at 5,000 RPM, sending the denser elements to the top of the container and the less dense elements to the bottom. Once the pulp is removed, a rotary evaporator concentrates the mixture by applying heat.
每一种萃取放到20几种细胞实验去确认，有几百种的交联组合，最后出来的结果可能是0，什么都没有，也可能是其中出现的一个亮点。最后我们去萃取它。
Fruit skin isn't the only thing with health benefits. Rare plants they cultivate, such as the snow lotus, undergo a similar process of extraction. Ultrasonic waves then break down the cell walls so that more of the active ingredients can be obtained from within. But until those active ingredients emerge, researchers aren't sure exactly what they'll find.
一开始我们萃取到其实有效的原料，我们会先做最基本的活性分析，包含里面可能有一些多酚啊或类黄酮的物质这基本分析。那接下来的话就会到工厂里面去了。
Next on Taiwan Made, the health supplements make the journey from the lab to the factory. TCI's technicians have taken fruit and plant materials from the blender to the centrifuge and through all manner of scientific testing. Now it's time for the ingredients that have passed the test to move on to manufacturing. Based in southern Taiwan's biotech park, TCI's industrial-scale manufacturing lines are ready for action. Prior to arrival, The extracted ingredients have been dried and granulated.
原料会经过我们一个配方表去确认它的一个备料量。备料跟对料部分主要是确认整个跟备料的量还有规格是跟我们的配方是一样的。
First up, the ingredients are mixed with water, heated to a temperature between 60 and 70 degrees Celsius, in vats that can hold up to a ton of liquid. Samples of the solution are then taken from the vats for further testing. Then it's time for quality control, using a wide variety of analytical instruments and techniques. The pH is measured, with the team looking for a value anywhere between 2 and 4, depending on the product. Each batch faces a barrage of over 100 tests, covering presence of harmful microbes, heavy metals, and pesticides. Once each batch is given a seal of approval, they move on to the next level of quality control, sterilization.
我们要让微生物完全达到无菌，所以我们是属于高温长时间，它可以设定到120度，这样可以确保产品的里面的效性成分不被破坏。
It's not only the product that needs to be sterilized, but the bottles that will contain it as well. As the bottles move down the line, they are cleaned from top to bottom, inside and out. Bottles from each unique product line are sprayed, rinsed, and dried before they can be filled. Then these sparkling clean bottles are filled with a health supplement, capped, and head in for one final round of sterilization. But the exams aren't over yet.
申请有2个部分要确认的，第一个部分是瓶盖的锁盖的状况，那第二个部分确保每一瓶瓶子出来不可以有异物在里面，因为只要有异物都可能会造成消费者的伤害。
Then the bottles are ready for a final visual check before labeling. Each product serves a noble purpose. Some are high in serotonin, which helps fight depression. Others are rich in glucosamine, which helps to ease joint pain. And still others are packed with cellulose, which aids digestion. All are products of some of the most stringent scientific testing on the planet, ensuring the hundreds of thousands of bottles rolling off the line each day are as healthy as can be.
在屏东我们这个厂区，我们有2条生产线，那分别第一条产线是20万的产量，第二条产线是15万的产量，所以整天的产量是35万瓶一天。
From throwaways to mainstays of the health supplement market, these Taiwan-made products prove that with innovation, insight, and modern science, the keys to health and happiness can be found in places we may least suspect.